she said, "What you gonna say?" And I said, I'm going to present this new hat that I got. I said, I'm going to make this hat famous on this here YouTube to be seen worldwide, coast to coast. But I got this hat up there at the Goodwill. It was $3 or $4. I bought about 7 hats up there the other day, half price. And this actually is the only one that has any character. After I put it through that there commercial grade Maytag washing machine and dryer lightly, I came out with a nice hat. I like it. The hat fits me well. It's a brown hat. I'm okay with the brown hat. Said, won't you call it Fireside Chat? I, myself, appreciates to be recognized as one should be, I think. Not to get in depth. But I got that there card, Gunner. And there's a letter. And I'm supposed to have some honey coming. I'm supposed to have some in the mail. Honey with comb. I may be a little premature, but I think I got some coming in the mail. If not, you know, I'll have to go by and pick it up. I may do that even. I may just make that call and work that out. But I got this card right here. Such as it is. Oh, before we get to this, in order to put a label on this here shenanigan, Fireside Chat, is I discovered somehow, I don't think I was involved in it at all. Not sure what, but anyways, at this point in time, I have discovered that I do not have a candle in this house, here at home. In this home right here, I don't have a candle in here. It didn't bother me until I needed one. So let's just say that gonna be laying in some candles. Man, them candles cost a lot. But, you know, some candles comes with a story. You know, one may come in the mail even. As did this card here. And on this right here, hell, it's hilarious if you like it. And it amused me to no end. To the point of a discussion was had about the photograph. Very good. And, you know, being the analytical mind, as I call myself to have, to the point of being a hindrance, I noticed a couple of, you know, as Sherlock Holmes would say, or do, or conclude, is, you know, I could do a good hour's lecture on the quality of this card right here. I could do a 2-hour lecture in front of a large audience as to the merits of this card right here. And the impression it's made on me to the point where that I'm presenting it to the world. Leave a comment. But anyways, evidently, if I had to tell the story of this card, came in the mail by the U.S. Postal Service. It's that's one of them forever stamps right there. Johnny Cash. And I tell you what, that stamp is positioned perfectly on the corner, upper my right hand corner of that envelope. The stamp is affixed perfectly. It shows that it was put there with intent. It wasn't haphazard in no manner. And right yonder is what I think is a stamper, an ink pad, one of them rubber things with ink on it. But I don't think that is not a cancellation. I'm assuming that Colin applied that with a stamper, and he got his name and address up there, and I don't know how he got that on here. I'm not sure how he got there because it's in a block form, as if cut out of somewhere else and then took a picture of it and then come over here and put it on there. That's what I think. And then it's got it perfectly aligned. And that's another thing too about this post office. You can't depend on them to get your cancellation in line or not to obliterate the stamp. But now with this new glue they got, it's a lost cause anyways. All I'm going to say about them stamps, I do have some for sale. August the 2nd of this year, from the state of Illinois. And the text here is in regard to my cooking videos. And to the fact that I was an inspiration for this colon to learn to cook. You know what I mean? You know, it don't get no better than that. I don't care what you're doing in your whole life right there. It does not get any better than this card right here that comes through the post office. This is not email. This right here is not on the computer. This right here, Colin actually took the time to think this out. And even the addresses is in perfect letter set. It all matches, it's all lined up. I just can't say enough about the penmanship that Colin has expressed here. You do not get inspirations as just that flash right there in front of us between me and you. Did you see the odds on? You know, I've got meat frying over there on that stove. I probably ought to go and turn that meat over. Them hamburger patties, this is a beef patty. Oh man, they've been over there for a half hour now. I hear them sizzling. That refrigerator's been quiet too. Have you noticed that? But anyway, Colin, that's perfect. You know what I mean? Not sure how to spell it, but it's perfect. And right here's another two. You know what I mean? I do it myself, and I advise you to do it. Okay, about right now, got them candles that I don't have. If I had a candle, then I would have that candle burning right here, and I would call this Fireside Chat. But I ain't got no candle, so I'm going to light this lighter right here, and that way, when I label this video here as being a Fireside Chat, then legally, I think I'm okay with it. Leave a comment what you think. From down here at the end of the road, off to the left a little bit. Oh hell, I forgot about that hamburger patty over there. I better check on that for sure. You know what I mean? When you can smell it, when you're cooking something, oh, I think that's about perfect. Man, actually, well. Okay, I'm going to give you I'm gonna no, I'm not either. I'm just gonna leave it like it was. I'm just gonna leave it like it was. I think I was incorrect. I think I was correct in that, that temperature sitting on that oven. I mean, not the small burner, for them beef patties. I think the temperature's about right on it. So I didn't make any adjustments on it right there. But, you know, when you hear that sizzle, you know what I mean? That's good enough. You didn't get nothing else but the sizzle. Oh, it smells good. I wish I had some onions to put on that. Well, I'm going to have mashed potatoes with a lot of onions in it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have. And then this letter right here, this little note, this little pen letter, same goes. This didn't come by email. You know what I mean? You didn't have to have a couple $100 computer. You didn't even have to have a free computer to send this. You know what I mean? Just a pencil and that's one of them forever stamps right there. It's a flag and one of them fireworks are going off in the back. And I think it's got a date down there, 2014. And you know, I'm not getting picky. I'm not getting picky. You know what I mean? Just handle it ever how you want to. That seems to be the norm nowadays. With this new teaching that they have at school. That's all I'm going to say about that. Is, you know what? I like this penmanship right here. I really like that. It's very legible. With a little flyer on that there, Tennessee. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what took place. The only thing right here that I'm not complaining, I'm just pointing it out, as two different people do it different ways. When he sent this to me right here, he penciled in Shop Dog Sam right there and my number down there at the bottom. Okay, he used a space between each word, so you know what I mean? As correct that is, it's really not correct. And actually, Colin pretty much did the same thing with a couple points extra, I'm going to say. When he addressed it, if you look at my banner on my channel page, it will confirm what I'm going to tell you to be a fact. Shop Dog Sam is all one word. Connected letters. Small caps. No big capitals in it. No hyphens, no numbers, no nothing else. Shop Dog Sam. Okay, the last few packages, boxes, and other correspondence I have gotten is they spell the word all together with a capital S. Not sure that's correct, but it's okay with me. I'm just saying. And this, as compared to the other, let's just compare these two right here for example only. For example only. None of that political correctness here. But, okay. This letter right here, I will give the same amount of points for creativity in the card compared to a letter between this one and the other one being a card. Is this one right here was creative enough to save money on the saving side by using a couple of sheets from a Fastenal order pad. Memo pad there at the Fastenal store. You know what I mean? You can talk them out of some of them. They're pretty good. Well, this is right here. The guy used them. He's done all right. Or whoever it is, I'll get to that. It's from up there in Pennsylvania. And even to the point where that the person reused this Fastenal paper that there must have been a mistake on their label that they had pre-made for themselves, to the point where that they scrubbed something out right there, completely gone with no add into it. I guess it was an extra letter in that McLatchy Holler. is what it is, and so I can't make out what that letter is gone. You know, should there be a letter there to change that word to something else? You know, you on your own with whatever you'd make out of that. It's above my learning. But over here there was, oh, okay. See, I can see that black print. Follow right along with me, scholars. Pencil this in that blank page there in your book. Your repair manual has, most of them has a blank page in there, and this is kind of stuff that you pencil in there for future reading. I'm just saying, take notes. You'll run up on this if you haven't already done it, and I'm just confirming it that it happens. You just pass on and commend the person for the creativity. I wouldn't have done it myself. If I would have had this label right here and there was 2 mistakes on it, I wouldn't send it off to you. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't do that. I would have scrapped them to the point of destroying them and would have had some more printed up. That's just me. And I'll tell you what I think. Even though the label on colons is a photograph, would work equally well here, but I'm assuming, you know what, I was going to make an incorrect assumption. Let that be the word, scholars, let that be the word, call this old school, back to the hearth, what we talking about here now. Leave a comment. Whatever grade level it is. Just saying. Okay, let's go for 2 points extra on this video. Whatever amount of time it takes, let's go for 2 extra points. See, I think this is really good. To the point, let me just scan over this really quick and try not to remember what I was going to tell you. Lord, I hope I don't remember that. What have I done? Okay. Okay, I tell you what. Let me do something here. I beg a penance of everybody. I got that meat fried over on that stove. We're going to have supper here. Yeah, I think it's 9 p.m. Been a long day. I didn't forget. Believe me, I didn't forget it yet. It's about an email. Remind me if I forget, then send a comment back for a remindance of what it was. I was going to compare these two too, because I think both of them are A1 perfect. The cancellation there is a little bit of a skew from Pennsylvania, let's say. It is a full width flap on that envelope right there, and it looks like the glue went all the way to the end, and that's important too in the mail. Man, if you got a loose flapper right there, you'll lose your stuff. Leave a comment. Write that on a rock. If you have a loose flapper, you'll lose your stuff. Just saying. But before we get to the text here, to compare the card, the letter, and jumping all the way up to 2015. And this is 2015 too, but old school goodness to the ninth degree. So the comparison, the third in this little contest. It's a little contest. Gonna leave with the subscribers and somebody that you know that you think might be interested, taking a little quiz by watching a video, and then leave a comment to actually what you heard, the story. Let's just see how many conflicting views that we have out there in YouTube land concerning this ongoing video. We're not going to go with doors here. We're going to go with a postcard, a letter, and an email in the form of a personal email, which was very good, and the person asked the question in such a manner that it was a compliment to myself. I appreciated that very much when I read that the first time. I was struck by your, I don't think I know the person personally. If I do, I should maybe. The person has stood up for me and my character, absent-mindedness, nonsense, and the good stuff too, I think, in past comments. It's two persons involved in it. Kim and Dale as colon, and let's just see if we've got a, let's just see. Yes, I think, yes, it's Carl, up there in northern Pennsylvania. Carl, man, I appreciate your letter, even a phone number on it, an email, but you know what I mean, you know, my heart is in the right place. Believe me, my heart is in the right place on these emails, but you know what I mean, you gotta sit down and type in something, you know what I mean, you just can't imagine it, and it appear there, at least it don't work for me, so